I'm tired. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with you sick feet folks.
Hi. I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. I've just a few topics to offer you today. Firstly, Unifam has always prided themselves in their openness to criticism. Well, I prowled over to Twitter to see if anything new has transpired from Unirock. And, wouldn't you know, she blocked me. LOL. Never mind, moving on.
I'm sorry, I want nothing to do with you. I don't play with mentally ill people. That is what that group is.
Let us discuss nonsense. Now, I've paid little attention to her hours-long streams. And, while I am not one to turn away anyone dipping into YouTube, it leaves a rather terrible taste in my mouth when someone pops up and decides to tell a history they know little about. I only wish to react to this one bit, as I believe dear Nonsense is far more emotionally invested in this bollocks than she would like us all to believe. This would not be an issue if she were not flexing in the most dangerous possible way. Let us have a look.
That these people are okay. First and foremost, they're blocked over here for a reason. Steve, EKC, Vada, none of those people matter to me. Penelope, all of them need to stay the fuck away from me, the furthest across the internet that you ever can.
Unfortunately, my darling, when we talk shite, expect our topic humans to talk shite directly back. Welcome to YouTube.
Because first of all, I don't take threats lightly to my children. The first person who did it was Penelope. You've seen the emails, you've seen it. We've gone through all of it. I'm not playing games anymore. I warned you one time. Now the games are up.
Children should always be off limits. Do you know who sent the messages? I thought you were a warrior of facts and truth. Or, as Timo would have said, facts and evidence. Never mind. So, you are just going to sit here and angry stare at your camera and make allegations without proof?
I've had it with all of the bullshit. Either it stops or I will be doing something about it.
So, do something about it right now.
That's it. That's all. On her. I've had it. I don't know who is responsible for these new set of emails, but I don't give a shit. Because that person that they're trying to threaten us with and say that it could be her or she could be resurrected, that Nat.
If you say her name 2 more times, you are surely going to regret this emotion-filled whinging.
Is a part of the antis. If you noticed in EKC's folder, she's got a whole Natalie folder. Nat was one of these people that they all used for their wrongdoings.
While many shady things took place during the height of the unicorn invasion, and even good people were tricked by her woe is me propaganda, this is not at all how Natalie turned up in that community. This is your narrative to place the horrific actions of Natalie on those you currently have quarrels with. Stop it.
She is mentally ill. Extremely mentally ill. And if you see a history, you will see that they love to associate themselves with people who are mentally ill.
Yes. She certainly is. She is also extremely intelligent. And extremely dangerous. Perhaps you should actually research all of this. Not go off a few videos of opinion. Natalie terrorized many across the community, specifically Katie Joy. And Natalie turned up to back Catherine in the Tati lawsuit. There are many conspiracies. But, those are exactly what they are. Conspiracy. You are retelling a second-hand tale that you overheard from 2 bar stools away.
And then they use these people who are mentally ill who will do insane things such as Vada.
This is clearly personal. You say you are unbothered. Yet, you are definitely bothered. I actually chose to clip sound over video, as you were such an alarming shade of stress and scarlet. It made Radiant Brit look pale by comparison. Do take time to breathe, my darling.
To spread all of these narratives that they don't give a shit about. They know they're not real. They know they're lying, but these people will do it because they want to belong. They want to feel like there's something.
These people have been here for many years. Where the fuck did you come from?
These people are fucking dangerous. They will threaten your children. I don't care who's responsible for it. It only came from that group of people.
Please return back to your handbook. Only sticking to facts is located directly underneath the bit about narratives. And again, do not forget Chapter 5. It covers screaming facts and evidence thoroughly.
No matter which way you turn it, Uni is a part of them. They all have a common hatred of Katie or a use of Katie. I'm sorry, I want nothing to do with you. I don't play with mentally ill people.
And just like that, you have become everything you speak out against. What a shite thing to say.
That is what that group is.
Wow.
You ain't gonna threaten me with a mentally ill person across the pond? You ain't gonna try to play games with me and put me in the middle of your shit? Nope, not happening.
2 points. 1, I believe they are trying to warn you that Nat is quite dangerous. 2, you wouldn't be in this if you hadn't have inserted your head squarely between its ass cheeks. Also, you seem angry. Moving on.
You are non-factors in anything. You're not a factor in this situation with Uni. You got a letter that you outed. Woo! Yay, big deal. Okay, moving on.
Erin is not a factor in a topic about Uni? Wow. She is always a factor in these topics. Whether we want her there, or not. That is like saying that you are a non-factor in your self-induced Molly-go-lightly issues. You are forever attached to the left tit of Molly. That is now your internet reputation. That is how this works. Who are you to plod along into this sector of YouTube, and tell anyone where they belong or do not belong? You must be new, and by the by, I am Steve and Erin's least favorite cat. Never mind.
That's it, that's all. You guys allow them into your spaces and give them energy. I'm telling you right now, be prepared. Do not get in the DMs with them if you're listening to me. There's reasons for the warnings that we've been given.
Who is we? This feels very trust me bro. They're all terrible. I can hear your frustrations. For this I am quite gutted. However, perhaps this is not the right niche for you. Emotions and this sector of the internet do not blend well at all. And do not tell me you aren't too invested. Your face is stuck in pre-poop this entire video. This isn't good for anyone.
Uni is on his own. His behavior is a whole nother thing. But this group of people were all once a group of people.
No. They were not all once a united front. Once again, you're speaking from emotion, speculation, and half-assed research. Uni has never had any type of relationship, outside of argumentative, with Erin or the majority of her group. Uni and Steve were good mates, who fell apart during the Steve vs. Katie Joy, with a dash of LB, kerfuffle, while there has been quite a lot of flip-flopping over the years. The majority of what you are saying is completely inaccurate, and once again, driven by emotion and anger.
They play with mentally ill people to do their wrongdoings. That Natalie Kennett has a name through everybody. She has done horrible things to high-powered attorneys.
She has done horrible things to many.
That's not a joke. These people have no boundaries. They interject themselves in court cases. They don't have any bounds. They will fuck with people's kids, their families. They don't care. We're not going to continue to talk about the emails. I turned it over to law enforcement and I'm handling business like an adult.
Adults do not level accusations based on your own disgruntled mood. If you've handled it, then stop it. Some may fall for this. I fall for very little. You are no different than myself, Charlotte, Uni, Katie, Erin. You are on YouTube, speaking to a number of people. You are not quietly at home, handling business. If you were not bothered, you would not need the same viewers, support, chats and validation as any other YouTuber. We are on YouTube to talk. My God.
You want to fuck with me? Let's play games. You will not get to sit here and distract everybody with the chaos and the threats and the nonsense to get away with your bullshit. Guess who we're not talking about? Molly. Guess who has ran EKC for the last 10 fucking months? Molly. Guess who has ran their fake narratives? Molly.
You do realize that Molly, even as a topic, was so far removed from that community that many were unaware of who she even is. Molly came into play across the anti-community and pro-Katie community. When the Marvin McRae tragedy happened, there is no conspiracy with Molly that I am aware of. I assure you that Molly Golightly is not secretly plotting with 24 housewives who hate Katie. Joy.
I'm tired.
Then please cease speaking.
I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with you sick feet folks.
Put your head in this bag and breathe for a moment.
Stay the hell away from my people. There will be no talking about any of them. They're wannabes, they're has-beens, they're never had.
I have many questions. Who are your people? To what comparison are they wannabes? They were here before you. And now you've slipped and fallen into a community that you seem to want to assert some level of control over. Interesting.
They all come from extreme groups. Either the anti-vaxxers or the vaxxers or the conspiracy theorist groups. They have all been a part of this shit for years. They are bored motherfuckers who have nothing better to do with their lives because they are nobodies.
Over the last 7 days, you have streamed for over 15 hours on this topic. I'm sure your family could suggested better things for your valuable time. Never mind.
All right. You ain't gonna be somebody over here either. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. You ain't gonna mess with my family. You ain't gonna mess with me. You ain't gonna mess with people I love. Go the fuck away.
Then, you should also go the fuck away.
Game's up, all you people who want to play with my children, threaten my children, and play these stupid games. We don't do that over here. You might not be responsible for these emails right now, but you're responsible for the emails that have been sent before. And you have touted yourself as this mental health professional. Thank God you're not. Thank God you're not, for everybody on the internet.
Well, my darling, you hold a terrible amount of hatred and anger in those beady little eyes of yours. I do understand that I'm just the resident robot cat. However, this is why it is dangerous to invest into these stories. To form these bonds, open lines of communication, align, attend panels. Madam, I'm unsure if you realize that you have done all of those things. And now you deeply regret those choices. That is clear to anyone who possesses the gift of sight and sound. If you were so above an entire community, perhaps you would have vetted Uni before you crawled into his virtual knickers, or, shite, vetted anyone. The reality is, Uni served your message against Molly. Just as Uni uses creators when it supports his needs. I could care less if you stay, or move on to other content. It matters not. But, do expect that your desperate whinging streams, warnings, accusations, and even your truths, do not matter either. We cannot discuss a topic, then faint in horror when we are leveled with the response. Typically one below our own boundaries and standards. Welcome to the internet,